Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right next to me we have one of my favorite trucks. This is a 1993 Ford F-150 Lightning. So it's powered by a 5.8 liter. This one's extremely clean, super tight front end. And we're gonna go into full details to let you decide if this is what you want to put in your collection. Click on the link below to find out full information, including underside shots, transport quotes, the whole 9 yards. Let's get into it. Let's start off with the overall condition. I'd give this one a 8 out of 10. Shows extremely well. We're doing this based on a concourse judging scale. The reason we give it that rating, that 80%, is because there are minor imperfections. So there's small rock chips in the front, which you're gonna see in the gallery, or we could point out right now. There's a small scratch in the black grille. Your color match bumper is in great shape, and I apologize for the water spots. It's been raining every day here, so this is the third time we've pulled it out, and we just dry it off to get this video. Headlights are in great shape, and we'll pop the hood after we do the complete walk around. It has been repainted in regards to the cab and front end, and it shows very well. They did a great job. All you see are just some small lines in there, and I had to really hunt to see that it was painted. You're rolling on a set of Eagle GT2 tires, which would be, I believe, the proper tire for this truck. Suspension feels great. Your I-beam's still working properly. You don't have any play in the suspension. And if you're a Ford guy, you're gonna understand what I'm saying there. So the mileage is true. Doors open up nicely. Your handles are in great shape. All the rubbers look good. A little bit of oxidation on the actual trim piece right here, which is you can get a replacement piece with no problems. Your roof is perfect, so step on there and take a look up, or just pull the camera higher. Roof is very nice. Sorry about water spots if you're seeing them. Interior we'll go over into much more detail when we go for the test drive, but all of your leading edges are very nice. Your door cards are clean. It is tinted throughout, so your front windscreen is tinted, so if you're in a state where you need to remove that, take it off. All of the carpet throughout here is very nice. Your power windows work, cruise control works. Carpet is original. You do have the Lightning mats, which I believe those are a newer mat. Seats are in great shape. These are hard to find with an actual good working bolster. You do have lumbar support and your bolster support as well. You can hear the air working. I love it. Steering wheel does have a steering wheel cover. This is the original wheel, but there is no major issues. The reason this cover's on here, and I can tell you why, I've had a whole bunch of these trucks, it gets sticky. It actually seeps out like a sticky material, and that just protects you from getting a black hand, essentially. Dash is very nice. The only imperfection, the fog light switch, is starting to come in, so I think the little bracket behind it is cracked. We can take a look at that. Maybe what we can do is use a plastic fixer and get that taken care of before it leaves. I love this truck because of the tonneau cover. So this is basically your trunk. You can put all your stuff in there. There's a nice rubber mat. You have dual fuel tanks that operate. So when you're looking at these trucks, you always want to make sure that the tanks are working properly, and these are, because you have to pull the bed off to service them. Rear tailgate and bumper are in great shape. I like this style versus the dual tube style that they have. A little bit of condensation in here. I did have to leave this out for a couple days, but the interior doesn't get any water in it. Let me open this up. You have shocks that'll assist you. It does have a plastic guard here to protect the actual original paint on this tailgate. You can see some imperfections right here. And then that's just from rubbing with the fiberglass. I also forgot to mention, if you go to the front fender, right before the tire, there's a small imperfection. So he'll show you that right now. You do have a rubber mat here, and underneath it, there's no scratches, no dents. And I like these because it doesn't let things slide in the back. Oop. There we go. Passenger side quarters in great shape. There is no rust. So when you look at all the leading edges of the metal, and when you look at the gallery underneath, you're gonna see how nice it is. Paint shows really well. Actually, I do see a little bit of paint work, so they may have painted this quarter as well. So let's just say that it's been repainted and they did a great job on it. You do still have the factory exhaust. All the wheels are in great shape too. There's no delamination from these wheels. If you drove them a lot or if they were in the sun, they would start to have all of the clear coat come off. These are in great shape. Passenger side seat has the same controls as the driver's side for bolster support. Door card's great. All your metal here is very nice. And let me pop the hood. So this is powered by a 5.8 liter. These are the manifolds that people would take off and put on the Ford Mustang, so it's a GT40 manifold. Super clean in here. You still have the original clamps, Motorcraft plug wires. Your light is still operating. It does have a brand new brake master cylinder. Your air box is proper and nice and clean. Air conditioning's cold on it. Still has Motorcraft belts. Battery is new. Just a really nice solid piece. I want you to look around here too. So this does have cruise control. It's beautiful. If you guys, I mean, look on Marketplace or look on eBay and look at these trucks. This is a super nice one comparative. I want you guys to compare the photos of the engine bay along with this one and see which one's better. Let me start it up real quick so you can hear it, and then we'll take it for a spin. So you don't have any hard start issues. You also have a trailer controller here, so you can hook a trailer up and give it some brake power, so if it has electric assist. Starts up easily. You've got great oil pressure, factory radio in place, which I love. And look in here, it's just perfect. I shouldn't say that. It's very nice. Just look inside here, it's very, very nice. Small little crack in the plastic right here. And the reason we're pointing all this stuff out is because we want you guys to have an honest representation. Look at our feedback on all of the auction sites, and you'll see that we just tell you how it is. It makes our life easier and makes you have a better decision on purchasing, so you can make the right bid number or give us a call and make an offer. We're inside the cabin of the Lightning. Headliner is very nice. You don't have any sort of drooping. Your visors are nice as well. Steering wheel, as I said, it's very, very nice underneath, but I've had a whole bunch of these. What'll happen in this heat, it's 104 degrees today, your hands will start to turn black. There's like a sticky adhesive in there. So this cover protects it. It actually matches nicely. We're gonna put the cheat code in for more horsepower. So on, off, resume, coast, set, excel, and now we've unlocked 5 more horsepower. That's for all the Ford guys, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. Dash is very nice, 64,000 miles. Great oil pressure, our charging system's working. Both of our fuel tanks are operating as they should, so normally if you do that and the fuel pump is not working, this thing's gonna turn off. Your air condition is working as well. One thing I'm noticing, so you have a fog light switch here, the plastic surround is loose, so we can remedy that. This comes off really easy. Just have to use a special tool for the light and put it into first gear and pull the whole assembly off. So if you guys want us to mess with that, we can do that for you. We're just gonna use like a plastic repair on the back because it's probably a cracked piece. Radio works as it should. Air conditioning's pumping, feels good. You have a power plug right here. You also have your owner's manual. Warranty card for the tint. And the book with, oh no. Oh, cool. So in case you lose your keys, this is how they know what keys to use. So I've got all the books right here. Little fuse puller. You also have the ability to open these up. They do make a lock. If you're gonna leave this outside, there's a lock for this so that no one puts a screwdriver in it and opens it up. All of your interior lights are working. And windows work. And I just tested the power windows to adjust them, so they do operate. Same thing with this one. Let's put it in gear. No banging, it's nice. So the transmission mount's working. You don't smell coolant. So normally if you're a regular of this and Fox bodies, when they get higher mileage, you're gonna have that like sweet coolant smell when it gets to operating temperature, which we're at right now. I don't smell that, which is a beautiful thing. The last one we had to do the water pump, which is what would cause the smell. It starts to seep a little bit. And that's just the common occurrence. This is actually really comfortable, and the size for the steering wheel is perfect. We'll go left here so we can go on the main road and you guys can see how it drives. We're going over bumps right now. Nice and tight. Steering is actually tight, which if it was a higher mileage I-beam truck, you would have a real loose feeling. Did we bring a rag? No. These are torquey little trucks, so if you hit it, it will spin the tires. Still has a stock exhaust. If this was my truck, that would be changed immediately. Also, please take a moment to look at the underside shots. That's going to help you out in regards to seeing how nice the bed is, underside, all the suspension. You'll see all the brake components there. Let me lower the air conditioner. I'm freezing out in here. So this was a sport truck that was supposed to compete against the 90 to 90, I guess 93 SS, which would have the 454 big block. This will eat them alive, I think. And I've had both styles of the trucks. They have good low range power, so that's second gear. And it feels great. We're in the front tank right now. Your lights operate, so you get that beautiful green glow that comes on when you're at night. 120 mile an hour speedometer, and you also have a tachometer as well. Turn signal's working. We'll see how the cruise control is working. Cruise control operates. Cancel that. We're going to go over the bridge here and do a turnaround. I'll accelerate. Then we're going to go over the bumps here on 29th Avenue so you guys can see how the suspension reacts, get you some beautiful artistic shots, and you guys can make a good decision on this truck. This is a nice one, and you can look at our prior history of selling these trucks and the Gen 2 trucks along with Fox bodies. And now we're going crazy on Terminator, so if you need a Terminator 03, 04, we got you covered. What do you think about it, Felix?
I'm impressed.
It's quiet, too. The cabin's quiet.
The brand new car.
Yeah, it's 60,000 miles, 64,000 miles.
That means a lot.
And the tires, so the tires are from 02. They're still soft, but if you're going to do a road trip, if you guys want to fly in and drive it, just let us know. We can hook you up with Brad's Automotive, and they'll be able to order you a set of tires. But these are the proper tires that would be on it for when it was sold. All right, we're going to take a turn here. We're going to go over the bumps. Overdrive works as it should. I'm noticing that the illumination button just doesn't work. But other than that, when you click the button, it does operate. We're going over bumps right now. Remember, this is a short wheelbase truck, so you're going to feel a lot more than a longer wheelbase. I actually have a 93 long wheelbase that I started the company with 14 years ago. I'm sure you don't care because you're looking at this one, but the bumps, you didn't even feel the bumps. We'll turn left here. I'll do an acceleration pull, and then we'll get you some really nice outside shots. If you have any questions, once again, give us a call at 954-363-2261. Let's do it. Acceleration time. A little bit of wheel spin. Ooh, it shifts hard. That's to 60. Feels very responsive, especially for a 93. If you ever have been in a 90 to 93 454 truck, you have a lot more torque, so it'll spin the tires more. But this motor is more top end happy. The gearing on this one is much better too, I think, for acceleration. And also the handling characteristics, I think, are better. So we'll get you some outsides. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe.